They called a pile of Strongs. Like it was tedious and it was getting mixed up.
Tired of it.
So
damn, man. I ain't got no sleep in like 2 days.
Oh, I bet. So everything's said and done. Everything's counted and calculated. We are the winners of our local election. And with that being said, let's welcome new Secretary Treasurer into the studio.
What's going on, good
Richard
people?
Hooker.
I don't know if y'all did this, but I want to have a moment of silence for we got like 3 people.
Oh, now they do.
3 members that lost loved ones in the past couple of days. You got Dawn Walker, works on Dawn Walker. Her father passed away yesterday.
Oh man!
While she was working.
Oh.
Then we got Eric.
Damn. Yeah.
Right, he lost his father. Then we got another brother, Eric Freeze. He lost, I want to say his mom or grandmom. I'm not too sure, but it was one more person. And I apologize everybody for it escapes my memory. But we just want to have a moment of silence for those 3.
I want to throw out Hector lost his I think his mother recently. It was like maybe within a month or so.
Oh wow, yeah, Hector. So we got Hector.
Yeah.
My brother Eric, both 2 Erics, Freeze and Deem. And we got Dawn Walker. So we're gonna have a moment of silence for our brothers and sisters. Just bow your head, say a prayer for them. Because especially around this time of year, we getting ready to have to go into the holidays, and so when you lose a loved one like that, man, any time is bad, but around the holidays, man, it gets messed up.
Sorry.
So we can have a moment of silence. All right, good people.
So did it sink in with you guys yet that we won?
Nah, man, I'm still
you're getting the love right now. So
But it hasn't really got sunk in yet. It probably won't until the
job duties start coming
all
in.
that kind of stuff.
I kind of feel the same way.
So you got to report December 15, 16?
Well, it's a lot of stuff that goes along with that, man, and it's going to have to be sooner than that. I talked to him yesterday about some things, and sitting down with him next week, and then scheduling with Shanahan as well next week or the week after. There's a lot of stuff that Hamilton was telling me about. So I want to make sure that when we get in there, we're not blindsided by a lot of things.
Yeah.
And, I want to make sure that everything is on the up and up. But as you guys heard, man, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you guys from what you guys did for us. This is not a Richard Hooker victory or Espo victory or Romeo or
it's a team.
Bagby or this was a victory for the members.
It's amazing. Like, how'd you feel at work?
It was cool, and everybody was and you know what?
You could tell the people who voted for you.
Right, and this
is
the thing I liked about the whole thing. Yesterday I was at the CVS getting something, and I came out and I saw one of our brothers that work in Mayfair, and I come out, he ran over to me, man. Richard Hook, man, we appreciate what you're doing, man. And that was, you can see the excitement and the anticipation on our members' faces.
Yeah,
you haven't seen that.
No. The last time we saw something similar is when we voted down the contract, and everybody was happy for that hot hour. It was like an hour. People high-fiving strangers. We don't even know each other in there, but we're brothers. It's a victory for the union, and we were all excited. And then, boom, they pushed that contract through. I'm like, oh man,
that was heartbreaking, man. Because like you said, everybody came together to vote the contract down, and then. That was embarrassing, man. I mean, that was embarrassing for not just our union, but man, you're talking about labor in general, man. With all these
because it was reported
laws and stuff, right to work and stuff like this.
Wow.
They're gonna you feed off that.
Well, because they reported it, like it was on news. Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, they voted it down, but it got pushed through. Whoa, it's on the news.
Right.
Like
then UPS came out with a statement saying, okay, we hear you loud and clear. We're going to go back to the table. And then your own people say you out.
Yeah.
And so, that's bad.
UPS knows that the senior people there who want to come in every day and work, or the people they need to make sure they take care of, they also have a problem because the newer people, they got to make sure they're coming in and staying.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They know there's a problem, right? They built the system up where they split the wages apart so far, you know, they don't want to ever say that we got to bring somebody up $6 at one time. Just, you know.
Appreciate you, Antoine. Appreciate you, man. Hey, listen, I know everybody want to talk about this whole international thing. We're gonna talk about that probably after the hour, because like I said, I had a conversation with a staff member from another local who wanted to talk about that. So yeah, we'll talk about that. But hey y'all, hey, we appreciate you guys again. Now it's time to move forward, and I reached out to some senior members, talked to them. We're gonna have some meetings with those people, because I want to get everybody's feedback. I want to pick everybody's brain.
Yeah, can you explain the ATM committee again, since we're going to be in charge?
Now the ATM committee I've been explaining this like the last.
I know, but I had some people that I guess were asked already,
right,
to explain it, to ask what it was, and I explained it, and I was like, I'll get it more clearer.
All right, so this is what it stands for. ATM stands for Advisory Team Member. Now, the analogy, if you will, it works just like an ATM. That's the premise of it. And what I mean by that is, whatever you deposit into your banking account, checking account, saving account, whatever you bank at, whatever you deposit into that account is what you will be able to withdraw from an ATM. Right. So if you constantly deposit, constantly put into your account, you'll be able to gain more from the ATM. And also, you'll be able to gain interest. If you keep taking out, you gain less interest. And if you're not careful, you get an overdraft. And that's what has happened in our local. We've been taken from for so long, now we have a negative draft. And there's no interest. So what we want to do is we want to build that interest back up, participation. So when we come to you guys, hey, listen, we have a rally, we have right to work rally, or we have to fight this legislation as far as any negative politician that wants to take our rights away for labor rights, contracts, helping out other labor organizations. It won't be such a struggle, because you remember, right? How many people went on that right to work rally to Harrisburg when we went?
The bus wasn't full.
Exactly, and that's because we don't participate with our own people. And so that's what we need to do. And also, that committee would be there to hold us accountable. And because
Jumbo.
Accountability,
what up,
man.
Jumbo?
Yo, what's up, man?
Grand Cayman Island. So, well-deserved vacation.
Oh, yeah. So we really want to get that together.
What would be the duties of a person on the ATM committee?
Well, you'll be to keep the pulse of the area you work in. Find out what the members are talking about. Find out what issues arise and what they would like to see fixed. Things like that. Then we all come together and talk about it. Okay. It's not going to be like a shop steward meeting or a general membership meeting where this person had this happened this month. We're talking about this, then we'll go over here.
So it's kind of like SimCity, the game back in the day. If your people are unhappy, somebody came to you and were like, they're unhappy, fix this.
Right.
Type thing.
Right.
So they're going to be bringing up stuff and bringing from their area.
Right. To
especially the people that are basically have a lot of rapport with the people.
Exactly.
That's what you want to get. Yeah.
Exactly. We're looking for
like people, a magnet.
Right. We're looking for people who are not afraid to speak up.
Absolutely.
People who are
give us the truth and give us the
right.
Even
not
if
necessarily shop stewards, because I really don't want shop stewards on it because they already have some duties that they're going to have to do, and I don't want to add more to that. But these particular people, I wanted it to be at least 11 people, 5 from Oregon Ave, 5 from PHL, and try to see if we can swing somebody from Greyhound, because I want to get them more involved with what we're trying to do too. I really want them to give us some feedback. I don't want it to seem like it's all UPS and then
love you, Jimmy.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the premise. We're going to use that committee to keep us together, keep us informed on what's the issues. Now we're going to still be in the buildings, but we're not going to get to everybody. So, but we know these people, they will be able to, and so we're going to try get this started, in January. It's going to meet once a quarter, so that's once every 3 months. And so that's the premise of it.
Nice.
To bring everybody together. I know a couple of people that are union supporters, and I told them, I said, listen, because when I talk to them, man, you should see their face, man. They look like they've been defeated and they're hurt. And I had to tell one of them, I said, listen, take how you feel and use that to participate in what we're trying to do. Because that's what I had to do.
Yeah.
You know, once I found out a lot of things about these guys in the office, I didn't complain about it. I got more involved. I found out that they wasn't telling us the whole truth. They wasn't doing everything that we thought they were doing. So then, and that's what I want you guys to do. You get more involved with us, find out what we're about, find out what we're doing, so you can hold us more accountable.
Yeah.
You know, we need that. We encourage that.
We need the participation from everybody.
Right.
But ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome President Clarence Bagby. Not Smart, Bagby. Let's make sure we get that clear, because supposedly it was still unclear when they voted. We stole their vote. That's what the fuckers saying.
Well, I appreciate everybody for voting, and no matter what, I'm just glad it's over.
I think we all are.
The real work.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Real work starts now.
Yeah, the hard part. What's that? The hard part is yet to come. We thought getting in was hard. It's going to be fixing up what everybody messed up the last 20 years.
So you know what?
Yeah.
The last show, I put it out. I said in the last show, I'm going to support whoever wins.
Yeah.
And whoever wins need to bring back this union. Mm-hmm. So my challenge didn't go just to everybody else. It goes to us too.
Yeah.
So as our Secretary Treasurer says here, the challenge goes to you.
Oh yeah.
It goes not just you, but it falls on all of us.
Mm-hmm.
To bring the people back together.
Exactly.
You got to do that.
I mean, I'm telling you, like when you walk through the hub, or even just sit still, like I was telling you yesterday, you see who are truly excited and voted for you, knows what's going on. They're really excited. They come up to you, hug. Like one guy wouldn't let me go.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I'm telling you. He's like, good job. You know, people were coming in singing songs. You know, birds were chirping. You could just saw the positivity.
Bro,
like,
what songs were they singing?
They were singing "We Are the Champions." And,
oh wow!
Yeah, they were saying the one guy walked in and he was like, "We are the champion." I was like, "Wow!" I was like, "That's awesome," you know, because it's really nice to see that not only that we won, they won.
Yeah, that's what it was about. It was their victory.
Yes,
you know, it was their victory, and I really want to stress this point over and over again from now on. Listen, we need you guys to participate.
Yes.
Especially with the ones that didn't vote for us. We need you to participate.
Come to union
Everything
meetings.
that you feel like, you know, we may not do the job, come and find out for yourself. Come down there to the hall. Come talk to us. You know, we're very approachable. We'll talk to any and everybody. We don't want you to feel like you're defeated because the people that you voted for lost. No, that's not the case. We're going to need you to beat this company. And that's the ultimate reality. It's stopping UPS from doing what they've always been doing to our members.
Yeah.
And we need everybody to do that. We can't do it by ourselves. Us 7 people can't do it by ourselves.
I mean, we're going to be in the buildings way more than they were, but there's going to be things that we're not going to see that needs to be brought to our attention. And that's where the eyes and ears of every member comes to, you know, to us. You know, if we're walking around the east side of the building and the west side, there's supervisors working, boom, let us know. We'll go over to the west side. But we're going to go to the west. We know how they work. We go to the east, they stop working on the west, or the east. And you go to the west, they start working on the east.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
It's just how it's going to go, you know. But we want eyes and ears on everybody. And we want the fear that we had as members. Because I know a lot of people had fear. Fear of retaliation. Fear from the union and from UPS. Because, like, if I didn't do this, my union got mad. If I did this, UPS got mad, and they retaliated against me, and I wasn't getting a proper representation. Everybody's going to be held accountable for their position. Us, stewards, so on and so forth.
And one of the oath of office that I kept, I don't know if you guys remember when I said this, is because I was reminded of it yesterday, and this guy, he from local 249, he always shoots me this text and let me know what it is. It says, the members put me here.
Yeah, I get that.
And it's the members who I serve. And we'll never forget that, because one of the things that I want to put up in the hall or wherever the offices are, there's 3 things I want to put up there. I want to put the oath of office, it's the members that put me here and the members who I serve. I want to put 37 votes up there because people was talking about, hey, Hook, man, y'all did pretty good. I said, man, I don't care about that number.
You gonna put 2 and 1 up there?
No, I'm putting 37. I'm putting 37 up there, man.
37.
Because that kept me up every day for the last.
I
3 years.
I saw you in Italian. You wouldn't accept
until I heard from him.
Yeah, you wouldn't accept anybody telling you.
Yep, I had it here.
I went to him with the final tally of him and Shanahan and hit him. It knocked him off of balance a little bit, like it was kind of reality.
Right.
But he would not accept victory until it came from Peter Marks.
I remember those 37 votes, man. I'm telling you, last 3 years, that's all I thought about, 37. And moving forward, I don't care what we do from now on. I'm going to keep that number. I'm going to have it up somewhere. Whenever,
What we should do is get pictures of all of us and create the number 37. and then put it up on the
telling
wall.
y'all, man, that kept me up a lot.
Oh, I know. You said it a lot.
I remember going out. I'll never forget it. We was getting those signatures for the bylaw amendment. And I went to Oregon Avenue on New Year's Eve. And it was like, Hook, it's a holiday, New Year's Eve. I said, you working, right? He said, yeah. Well, I'm working too, man. We got to get this right. He said, why you out here? I said, man, we lost by 37 votes last time. I said, man, there's no way that that's going to happen this time.
Yeah.
So I'm telling y'all, man, that's going to be, I'm going to have that everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I was thinking about putting that on shirts and hoodies and everything, just 37.
No, that 37 was a crushing blow.
Yes, it was.
And I thought about the 37 to the point where even at this count, it's like the first couple ballots. I seen what I couldn't.
Yo, let me tell y'all about these guys real quick. I gotta put them on blast real quick. Especially big man right here.
Listen, I'll put myself out there.
Man.
So what happened?
It was too funny.
This is what happened, right? So they start taking the ballots out of the green envelopes. All right, and I was standing there watching them. So there was 3 tables. I was standing in the middle table. Now you could not really see who voted for what, but you saw every now and again a vote. And the vote was 623 strong. So I was sitting there watching, and a certain way you turn the ballot, you couldn't see the vote. A certain way they turned the ballot, because it was folded in 3.
Will said 37 and bro, it's not.
So every time this person opened the envelope and took a ballot out and put it down, I saw 623 strong. Every other one was 623 strong, 623 strong. So I was like, let me get away from this table. Maybe it's just this table. I walked over to the next table to the left. 623 strong, 623 strong, 623. I'm like, yes. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm like, but it wasn't like they didn't get deep and I didn't watch all of them. But I'm looking at that. I'm like, oh my God. You know what? I went and sat down. I went to the table and I held my head down. And Clarence was looking at me. He was like, what's the matter?
Yeah.
What's the matter? I'm like, dude, it don't look good. I'm like, every other ballot's for them. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I got to sit down. I'm making myself crazy.
I'm glad you had that same observation because when I was looking, I was like, this really looks very close. I was like, I saw all 3 kind of pop up on the screen. I really
so I wasn't the only one seeing it.
I couldn't get a feel for what was going down.
No, you see what I saw? Okay,
good. Seeing strong. I didn't see nobody else.
It was crazy. I thought they were going to
matters. I saw a decent amount of unity, whatever. And then I saw a lot of strong. And I'm sitting there like,
this is before they opened
it up. Yeah. I must have witnessed every 623 strong vote. I was like, because
that's what I was thinking.
That's exactly how strong I felt like they had a way better showing when I was looking at the ballots.
That's how I felt because afterwards I was like, well, I must have seen everyone when they opened them up. Yeah. It was crazy.
When they first started counting, like the piles, Uni-Pile started first.
Yeah, so this is your story.
Yeah, the Uni-Pile started, and after what he already told me, I said, look, I can't, now it's them, it's Unity. I went to the table, looking at these guys, oh man, what more could we have did? I'm racking my brain trying to figure out.
Did you go outside at all?
Went outside, I said, look, I'm going to go get something to drink.
At Wawa.
I got all the way to Wawa, man. I said, nah, I forget. I ain't even want nothing to drink no more. But, I mean.
Then we came back and got our composure and start looking. And me and Hook stood at the wood table. And I'm watching these guys like a hawk. And I'm so into watching these guys that I didn't notice what Hooker noticed. Hooker was like, hey, Rome. And I was like, didn't even hear him. He was like, Rome. I was like, what? He goes, you know that's the third pile they took away from us. I said, huh? And I seen them take the piles away, but I wasn't paying attention. Right. And then we missed it because I was focusing on making sure these guys see the right votes and everything because I was catching mistakes and all. But next thing you know, I look at our little mail bin and we have a big pile and a little pile. We were the only slate and
had a second pile.
They had a second pile, and the second pile was big. So I was like, oh my God. And Hooker just looked at me. He was like, you all right now? I'm like, a little better. I feel better now. Yeah.
James Hughes actually helped me with that because I was at the one. I went to the first table. It was all unity, and the second table was like strong.
Now hold on.
Third table, Hughes was like, wait a minute, that's all I was in the tote. Then it was like, we got 2 piles on this one table. We got a pile on one side and a pile on the other side.
Yeah, they had one pile over here for us, and one lady across the thing, she was putting a separate pile over here because she didn't want to reach over to throw.
Right.
So you didn't really pick up that other pile. So you're going back, you're looking at it, it's kind of dead even. But yet she had a whole nother stack over here.
Yeah.
You weren't really picking up on it going over.
So did you guys see when I challenged the one ballot and Joni was there? Did you see that whole altercation thing? Well, it wasn't an altercation. It was just, it's funny now because of what transpired. But, so this is what happened. It was a unity, a slate vote. But like I was explaining earlier, the slate rules.
Right.
But if they voted anything else underneath, that doesn't count. It's the slate. Mm-hmm. So I didn't really understand that. So I challenged the ballot because they put it in the unity's pile. I was like, isn't that a void ballot? And the guy explained it to me. Slate rules. It gets the slate vote. Oh, okay. And Joni comes over. Yeah. You see that right there? It's a unity vote right there. That's right there. That's a slate vote.
She
starts whistling, humming, and all. And hands in her pocket and walked away. Yeah. That's the last time you saw her happy.
No, Jumbo that's chimed in. We got 100. He has 100 shirts in.
Okay.
And 10 hoodies.
All right, Jumbo.
So it's going to be first serve, first come, first serve.
I have a list. So Jumbo, get with me when you come back. Let's try and get these people their hoodies and shirts that they asked for them. I don't know if you're raffling off the hoodies, so we're going to wait till we make the decision on the hoodies because everybody's coming to me. I'm like the shirt whisperer right now. So the shirts, I have your sizes. I made a post on our Facebook page. People put their sizes up. There's people we owe shirts. Matter of fact, we're live right now, and somebody asked for a 2X shirt before he said that. So whatever sizes we have, that's what we have. Okay, so
Jumbo, how you feel, man?
Yeah, I tried to call
you. Yeah, man, you ain't picking up the phone out here, man. What you doing, man?
He say he's going to be at the bottom of the hill Saturday morning.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, now I do want to say that Bill Shanahan was very professional at the law.
Yeah.
He congratulated us. He said he's going to make a smooth transition.
Izzy as well.
Izzy Gray.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Very professional.
Yes.
Said he's willing to help us with the transition.
Are we going to say who's on professional?
Well, I talked to a few other people. Talked to Carl Robinson today. He congratulated us. He
said that?
Yeah, he congratulated us. He like I said, them guys are understandably shaken up because of the results. It's understandable. But
it seems to me they went in thinking they had it locked. And they were like, yeah, we got this no matter what. We did this. We won all these years. So you could see the cockiness in them. You could see we got this.
They're very respectful.
Yeah.
But it goes back to what we said before. Whoever, and I said it before we won, so my attitude's the same way. Whoever wins is up to the winner to bring us back together.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So my thing is, we are definitely willing to work with these guys, make a smooth transition, because that's what's best for the membership.
Yeah.
Not throwing any shots at anybody.
No.
We want us all to come together, because at the end of the day, the election's over. We are all on the same team.
Absolutely.
Right. I'm going to be honest, man. Because I have a lot of respect for Shanahan, and I told him, I don't think I have told you guys this, but I told him, he reminds me a lot of my pop. A whole lot of them. So to me, I have a lot of respect for Shanahan. Always have. Always will. So to me, I was like, dang, man. I was like kind of happy that we won. But, I have a lot of respect for Shanahan.
Mixed feelings. It was a lot of mixed feelings.
I really, and Kamak too, I got a lot of respect for Kamak.
Yeah.
And, I feel bad You know, because like when you genuinely care, have respect for people, you know, no matter what happens, man, you just hate to see them lose, no matter what it is. You know what I mean? So it was just, but you know, it'll be fine though.
I think it was time. It was just people's time.
It was like you said, it was a lot of mixed feelings. Yeah. And the thing is, now, all honesty.
Oh, and Jeff on the point.
Yes,
there are PVDs in Oregon Avenue right now. Yeah, already. Of course.
Oh, and speaking of that, I'm glad he said that. I got a sheet this morning when I was bringing in the cars for the Bala Center. They have 2 PVDs over there because on the sheet it has 63 cars dash 2 PVDs. So that to me that means they got 2 PVDs along with 63
personal. What's that vehicle?
Yeah. Personal vehicle driver.
Personal vehicle driver. Yeah. That's what PVD is, guys. So basically what that means, to break that down to people who are listening,
so
people are going to be coming off the street.
When the lineup's there, are the trucks actually getting backed on? Like, is the guy showing up at 4 o'clock in the morning to make sure his car is ready to get unloaded? Or they put it on his skid, then he's picking it up?
I don't think anybody knows.
I don't know if y'all read this. Something's going on with the IBT and this PVD and UPS. Something just came out. I was reading it somewhere. I should have screenshotted it or something. But I don't know if the IBT if they're trying to do something with it now. I don't know. I got to go back and find out.
Are they trying to fight it?
I believe they are. I believe they're trying to fight it.
Because this is like supervisors working. You have non-union workers delivering packages, so they're not like we asked
only
before.
during peak season.
But the thing is, it's still non-union labor. Even when they have drivers helpers, they're union labor. So if we're going to allow non-union labor, then that means we got to allow supervisors to work. We got to allow all this stuff. So if you want, my thing is, I've always been that if you want the work moved, then you get the union members to move it. That's as simple as that.
9:45.
Okay.
Yeah. So
2 of them, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm counting 3. Down Southwest.
Wow. That's crazy.
3. Wow. Gracious.
Is that like personal cars, like people's vehicles?
I could not tell you from the picture.
We'll do it when we get ready.
Yeah, because I didn't do it in the beginning.
Yeah. So, guys, like I said, man, we appreciate you guys. I know everybody wanted to hear about this whole national thing, but after the break, we'll talk about it because it's a lot of stuff going on with this. Like I said, I had an in-depth conversation. I still got to talk to Fred. He called me, and I haven't been able to get back to him and some other people that I got to talk to. You know, right now we're just focusing on this transition. Everything will take care of itself. But I'm just glad that you guys voted for us, man, because a lot of people said that we couldn't do it. They said you couldn't do it with 3 slates running. We had 3.5. You mean all kind of things that they said we couldn't do. And I just want you guys to let this be a message
anything
to you
is
guys
possible.
That, you know, we as a unit, as a union, as a local, we can accomplish anything. There's nothing too hard or too big for us. And we show that. You guys show that. So, you know, we need you guys to participate. That's the message moving forward. We need you guys to participate because we are going to go on the offensive. I'm telling you now. It's not going to be waiting, being reactive. We're going to be proactive. And we need you guys' help with that. Next week we're gonna put some stuff together. I know I'm gonna be out there. I know these guys are gonna be out there trying to get you guys to understand the plan, the vision more in depth once we get everything situated with this whole transition. Because there's a lot of stuff dealing with that. But just bear with us. We ain't forgot about you. We're gonna go out there and tell everybody thank you, like we did when we was out there trying to get you to vote for us. Now it's time to show our gratitude for what you did for us.
Yeah.
You know, I had a few people ask. Now, there's a few people ask about stewards.
Right.
One of the first things we want to do, because the stewards are the first line of defense.
Yep.
We need you guys, like we really need you guys. So, the jury elections will be in January.
Yeah.
We want the stewards in place. So, because the stewards are, like I said, the first line of defense are the shop stewards. So, there are a lot of people who actually want to do the job.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people that want to run now. So what we're going to do, So what we're going to do now is we're going to make sure we give everybody the what, who, where, why, when, all that stuff, so people are more educated and can actually participate.
No, I had I didn't talk to the person personally, but it was a Unity supporter who's a steward.
Okay.
Who was said to have said that okay, well, now that they're in, they're going to appoint whoever they want to be steward. That's not the case.
No.
Stewards are decided by the membership. Right. So if you're a steward, whether you're a Unity supporter, whether you're a 623 Strong supporter or 623 Lives Matter supporter, if you want to be a steward, put your name on the sign-in list, and the stewards will be determined by the membership.
Hey,
it's not determined by us. None of us is going to decide who is going to be a steward.
It's going to be first of all, let me get this straight right now. It's going to be an election, okay? You got to be elected to be a steward. That's number one. Number two, it's going to be a fair election. How many times have we heard about messed up elections for shop stewards in our local? And I can say I heard about 3 or 4 off the top of my head, and I didn't even know when they were. But I heard about a lot of people like, oh, don't vote for him, vote for him. No, you guys want to vote for whoever you want.
You're right, Jeff. You're right, brother.
Hey, Jeff, I remember you from Morgan Avenue. I tell you, when I first started, Jeff was over there, Izzy was over there. I say it's been a long road travel.
Man. You're right, man. The thing about it is, I remember when, shout out to Chris Trumpetta, man. May he rest in peace. He came to me years ago because he was the steward for our area on Midnight. And he came to me and said, look, man, I want you to be my alternate. I'm like, man, I don't want to do this, man. I just want to come in. This is what 12, 13 years ago, something around there.
You know what? I remember that because I'm going to tell you all this. Jumbo is the reason why we're sitting here.
Yep.
The reason why I say that, same thing, before you became a steward, Jumbo came to me and he said, look, I want you to be my alternate. I said, Jumbo, like, man, I can't really get into this, look like this. But I accepted. And once you get in and you see the other side, you're like, wait a minute, a lot of stuff that shouldn't have been going on.
Right.
It motivates you to want to do better.
I can tell you that, yeah. I mean, I saw a lot of stuff, and I saw, Clarence Smart made me his alternate, and a lot of good that I was doing and helping people, and the people coming to me and asking for help and being able to help them properly. Let me tell you something. There's no better feeling. No better feeling.
Appreciate you, man.
But that's why I always told members, talked a lot about stuff.
Yeah, man.
I always told them this job chose us. We didn't choose the job; it chose us.
I was like, man, I just come to work, go home, man. Then Trumpetta said, yo, man, I want you to be my alternate. Then after a while, man, I just started doing it. Then I didn't forget my first grievance, man. I didn't know what the heck was going on. I signed the wrong spot, and I remember Tim McIntyre was telling me, man, I could just what do you say? He said, because I had signed the very bottom. You know what I mean?
So,
he said, man, I could put what I want to put down since you already signed it.
Yeah.
I didn't know. You know what I mean?
He can actually put down, I resigned. Right. And that means they put it. But you know what? Now, Pat Shields, he was my first grievance. And we did a hearing, and almost got the man fired. I mean, honestly, because when we first became steward, we had nobody trained us.
Right.
No, you want to be a steward? Okay, you're a steward. No training, no nothing.
Right.
So the hearing that we did, I did it completely wrong. Supervisor's like, you weren't supposed to be doing this on the clock and all this other stuff. And I was like, oh man, I didn't know.
Right.
Nobody, I didn't know.
Right.
So any new stewards that come now, if you don't know experience, we will personally train you.
Well, there's supposed to be, according to when I was speaking with Izzy, he said after you have the election, they do have a steward workshop in the beginning of the year. So we will just that's according to him, the newly elected.
I've been a steward 12, 13 years. I never. Yeah. The only workshop we ever had was the workshop that they said that we couldn't go to if we wasn't with them.
Yeah, so that's what I was told with him, because I was like,
I remember one years ago, but that was like George was still here. That was
I do remember that.
That was the only one though.
Because that's what I was going to him when I had to fill out all these grievances, and I wanted to make sure everything was good.
He had one too. Yeah.
When did Shanahan?
That was like a couple years ago.
Because I remember that one.
I didn't go to that one because I remember he had some people from the Greyhound, then he had the lawyer about the
Paul Hillman, work injury.
Right. The work injury lawyer came down there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we're going to at least let it known what's going to happen. I mean, that's the one thing that we preach: education of the membership. So we're going to let everybody know. that what's going on, what's happening, how it's going to be done, where it's going to be done, who you got to go to, where things are posted, stuff like that. Things are going to be posted more, and we're going to let you know where.
But I really want you guys to take advantage of this website that we got. It's been live since August.
Wow, look at that!
And it gets updated probably every 3 or 4 days with more information. And I really want you guys to take advantage of it because it teaches you how to file grievances. It shows you about the FMLA, how to get it, contracts, the national and the supplemental. It's a very, very informative. That's what we need you guys to take advantage of. It's 24/7. You can get it anytime. If you need, how to file grievances on there, what to do when you file it, everything. So, and that's what we need you guys to take advantage of these tools that's already in place.
And you know what? Once we get all the stewards in place, once we get all the BAs in place, you'll be able to go on that website and figure out who. Right. Because that's the big thing. A lot of people didn't even know who their stewards were.
Yeah, we're going to let you know who your BAs are. It's going to be listed with the picture and what area they're running.
Picture's going to be straight.
Shop steward. So shop stewards are going to be listed, who you go to. We're going to make sure the shop stewards introduce themselves to new hires.
Right.
Even though they're not in the union, we're going to make sure they introduce themselves to new hires because safety reps do. Why can't we?
Yeah.
They're going to know who you are. I mean, they'll need help regardless because they come, even though they're not a union paying member in the beginning, guess what? They make them pay for that. So they're going to be paying for that back due anyway.
Well, once the first day you work, once you work in the union shop, you're represented by the union, whether you're a member or not a member. So you still have to be represented.
Awesome. All right. Well, guys, we're going to do this promotional real quick. Then on the other side of it, we're going to talk about this whole international situation that everybody's been flooding the social media about. A lot of people upset. Some people are happy. Some things that I see that it kind of reminds me of Hoffa, tell you the truth. And so we're going to talk about that because a lot of people have called me and want my input. So I'm going to try to kill two birds with one stone. And so you're listening to WOOM 92.9 South Philadelphia Community Radio. Excuse me. Giving you another live edition, 623 Lives Matter Radio.
All right, guys.
Where we at here? Let me go to this one.
Voting's done. Hope everybody voted yesterday.
Man, that was a big. That was actually
now
a big one
listen,
too.
he said you can't hear it at the headphones. He's got the little bit of the radio feedback down there.
Okay.
So you can hear.
All right.
He was also saying afterwards he wants to do like a little interview.
Yeah, he said he want to do it with me real quick.
He said do it with you or whoever wants to do it.
Yeah.
Because he said
I told him I'd give him 5 minutes to do it.
He told that last week.
Yeah, he has the thing queued up where he's going to tape it. He's going to send it to other radio shows that have way more followers than he's listeners.
Thanks, good brother. Appreciate you, man.
This thing is huge.
Oh. Yeah, but the inside information I got.
Yeah, we see you. We see you.
Absolutely, I know he does. I ain't stupid either. Because he wants to chunk me. I do need to go to the chunk.
Here's some medicine that he's in his field. Because
everybody in there voted something. We felt like everybody said we break the election too. Yeah, absolutely. I told us everybody was coming here.
Yes, it does, Ray. It does.
telling you, this is stuff I'm hearing.
We got 3 years.
I don't have to say anything, man. Honestly, if he comes in on a car show lot, he comes up to me always, and anything new, I'm still on the ship. Why do you come back to me? Nobody comes to me on the ship for any information. Yeah, to go to college, and then what are you going to prison? Yeah, they come up to me. But yesterday he walked in. First of all, how about this one? This is this one. Just give up. You got 2 months. Just have to do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
Appreciate
you, Daryl. We back on the air after this song.
After I told him, remember when he was on the phone with me? I told him, I was like, I was on the phone with you. And you came up and stuff about everybody. And look at her. Look at her.
Oh, that joint was bad.
Look at her front, then he denied the whole thing.
Yep.
You heard it? No, he heard everything too. He was going to make history. He showed you.
He did, man.
He's the first one that is the quickest BA to use.
And I actually feel bad. Like, I know him.
Yeah, yeah.
He said he took off because a couple days.
Who?
He's Asian. Took it apart.
I talked to him way before we got serious.
He's been really him and Lizzie. But I like
But everybody does. I think he got the most out of everybody, didn't he?
385.
Yeah. I think it's like, whoever lost this is not going to be another shot next time. Because all we got to do is job listen.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I went to him before we kind of got really started. Yeah. No, I went to him. He was like, no. And then, quit, and then that was on him.
You make it seem like we did something. We was always right. You just said you want to be associated.
Exactly. All right, good people, we're back. So this is the 10 o'clock hour. You're listening to WOOM 92.9 FM, giving you another live edition of the 623 Lives Matter radio show. So I'm going to get right into it. Now, everybody's been on Facebook, social media, talking about Sean O'Brien and Fred Zuckerman and the convention that they had in Chicago, the TDU convention. TDU gave their endorsement to the Oz Slate. Everybody who doesn't know, the Oz Slate is led by Sean O'Brien and Fred Zuckerman. Then they got Juan Campos, a guy named, I forgot his name, it was James Wright from local 8 something in Norfolk, Virginia. I know it might be 822 or something in Norfolk, Virginia. Then you got Matt Taby. He's on there as well from local 251 in Rhode Island. And so they gave their endorsement. Everybody, man, they going crazy. Now, I had a conversation before I went to the vote count. I got a call from a staff member from another local that was at the convention.
Staff member?
Yeah. And so they called me and he was saying, hey, listen, Hooker, we heard some things about you and the team, and how your local feels about Sean O'Brien, and I just want to talk to you about it. So everybody know this is how we feel. Now, I told them how I felt personally about it. Everybody knows what happened in 2013 with the whole Bryan and Hoffa and Hall. Everybody knows that. We don't have to keep going back over it over and over that again. 2016, everybody knows that as well. We was at the convention. Mr. O'Brien was super Hoffa, and he let it be known. Every time he went to the microphone, he was the head cheerleader to boo and curse and, tell you to go sit down. I had a personal interaction with him that I didn't like, that really bothered me. Like, for an example, in our joint council, we were the only three, myself, Bagby, and Jumbo, that were supported Fred Zuckerman. And they, our joint council let us know that, how they felt about that, right? So I'm on the elevator with one of our joint council members, just having a conversation, nothing malicious. You can tell that even though we on the opposite sides of the aisle as far as who we wanted to lead the IBT, there was no ill will toward each other. You still felt like we were brothers fighting against.
Brothers, yeah.
So Mr. O'Brien comes, just me and him on the elevator. How you doing, Mr. O'Brien? You saw how you didn't shake my hand?
Wow.
You see how you looking at me now? He looked at me and my vest like I wasn't even there.
Oh man.
And I took some, feeling about that.
You're going to take that because if nobody shakes your hand, that's a sign of disrespect right there.
And nobody's around. So it's not like you, woo, boo. It's just me and you, brother.
Yeah, like who's really going to know if there was a problem? That was the biggest time.
So that took me, as a man, forget office or company.
Absolutely.
That bothered me just a little bit. And I'm not perfect. I know I'm not, I'm not whatever.
But you got your respect.
Right.
For others, too.
Right. So then, he doesn't say anything to nobody for 6 years. 2013, and now he wants to be the head guy. Now, politically, I get it. I understand everything. But I just don't. I'll say this. Part of our campaign strategy, what we did was we told our members that we would not be like our incumbents and sit down and protest in silence. Whatever candidate they want is a candidate we want to support. We said it numerous times on the campaign trail. We said it on this show, I don't know how many times. And I told this brother the same thing. I said, if we go back on our word, then we might as well call the election supervisor, tell him, hey, man, listen, we made a mistake. We didn't mean to run. You might as well keep them guys in office. Because we'll be going back on something that we said time and time again. What did that oath say? It's the members who put me here. Yeah. And it's the members who I serve. Yeah. That's what it says.
Yes.
So we're not going to, if the members want O'Brien, then we're obligated to support O'Brien. I highly doubt that. If they don't want O'Brien, then I'm going to say this. I'm going to speak for everybody. If our members do not want Sean O'Brien as the next IBT president, then we will not support Sean O'Brien as the next IBT president. No hard feelings to everybody. I love Matt Taibbi, Matt Maney, them guys, 251. I have no ill will toward anybody that supports them. But, again, the oath of office says it's the members who put me here and the members who I serve. So if they say, Hooker, if you go out there and support O'Brien, then why'd you give Shanahan so much flack about what they did to you guys? It's the same thing. And we can't do that.
Now, to piggyback off what you said, when Sean O'Brien did that to you, everybody knew it was a hostile environment at that convention. But even though it was a hostile environment, especially the guy sitting next to him,
yeah.
I mean, this guy was riding us the whole time.
Right.
But at the end of the day, when the convention was over,
exactly.
even before the convention was over,
right.
We sat down he offered Rich a drink.
Right.
We actually had a long conversation with all the joint council members, and they told us how they felt. We told them how we felt. So, if you want to run the whole IBT, if your attitude is, because if your attitude is, if you support a certain group, I'm just not going to shake your hand and support you, then you should not be running at the top spot. Because at that position, whether it's a shop steward, whether it's a BA, you have to represent everybody, whether they like you or not. You got to represent them.
Yep. And this is another thing that I'm seeing a lot of, and it's bothering me. A lot of people that support O'Brien are kind of giving it to the people who don't support O'Brien. And what did that remind you of?
The main thing at the main thing at the convention that I hated was that whenever Hoffa got up, it was all these cheers. But whenever somebody for Fred Zuckerman got up, you couldn't even hear him.
Exactly. And that's what I'm seeing on social media. It's like this one. It's one thing is saying that, well, if you don't,
it's disrespectful. That's what it is. It's disrespectful. It shows poor manners when you go there and do that. People need to talk about what the issues are. Just like we said earlier, people feed the officers information, and the members need to have that information remitted back to them so they can make a decision, right?
Right.
That's what you got to do, right? You don't make investments without reading what's going on, right?
Exactly.
And the investment you got to make is your vote on where it's going to go and who's going to watch over you.
Exactly. And this is a good opportunity for the organizing the office to organize everybody around this issue of who do you want to lead you. You know what I mean? Because it's split right now. You know, I know 623 is not going to go for this guy. I know it's not. Now, and like I told the guy I was talking to on Monday, I said if it was me, and I know I can't make the decision. If Sean O'Brien wants to be on the ticket, okay, well, we'll leave you in your Eastern Regional Vice President. Show us what you do, and then we'll see what happens next time. But, and like I explained to this brother, I know Joe respects me and trusts me. He wouldn't be running me if he didn't. If he invites me over to his house and I rob him of something his family need, he's not going to turn around and give me keys to a bigger house. He's not going to do it.
You won't get invited back.
That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm
You'll be going to another house. It's called the big house.
Right. And so and that's the part that I can't understand. And like I said, I'm not mad at nobody that supports him. That's your right. This is a free country. This is a democratic process. But if our members at 623 do not support Sean O'Brien, then our E-board, us, myself, and the rest of these guys here, James Hughes, Jumbo, and Norm, we will not support him if our members know. Now, somehow, some way, our members say, hey, Hooker, we going to give it a shot. I'm not going to like it, but we're going to do what they ask. And I'll say this too.
When was the last time you guys heard that at 623?
But this is what I'm also going to say. Now, when we get in office, sometime later on down the line, I'll invite Fred and Sean to come to the hall. Because that's one thing he got to do. He's going to have to come to the hall.
And people have to come see him.
He's going to have to come to the hall. Well, he has to come.
You can make it if event like last time, so it's all at our hall.
Right.
You have everybody come down. Invite other locals to come, so you get as many members to show up, and let them say what they want to do and show what their plan is for the future.
Fact of the matter is,
important.
He needs to earn our respect. Because the thing is, we've never been disrespectful to none of the guys.
Never.
And to me, what the not shaking the hand is very, very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. Because at the bottom line, we're all union brothers.
Yeah.
So you want to go to your family reunion and say, "Oh, I ain't gonna shake my brother's hand." Like, come on.
Yeah, but even that right there, man, is just a small part. It's just the fact that these guys didn't even show up and say, "Listen." Oh, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that he said he's not even going to apologize for what happened.
I heard
You see, right? No, I'm talking about for the whole 2013 situation.
Oh.
Now that's problematic to me. You know, I'm all about forgiveness. That's part of one of my main bases of what I believe in and who I believe in is forgiveness. So when a person says, "I'm not going to, ask you to forgive me or ask you to, reconcile with me for what I've, for knowing I'm wrong," that's a problem.
Thanks, Will.
That is a big problem for me, man, because what you're saying is you want me to turn the other cheek, but you want me to kiss yours too.
Fact is, if you're not apologetic, then you're not remorseful. So if
exactly,
you're not remorseful,
exactly.
then the pattern's not going to change. You'll do the same thing again.
It's one of the human traits that we all have.
And that's what a lot of people are saying, And I asked this question when I went to the conference in the summertime up in New York. I asked them, are you for sure that O'Brien will do the right thing? Has he changed? Because it's easy to say, yeah, I'm changed after the man kicked you out for being the the package director for that little bit of time. It's easy to say that then.
Well,
But what? Because he was calling them all kinds of absentee landlord. But you knew that before. But you had to get kicked off. Now he's an absentee landlord.
Well, let's put
Sounds kind of familiar. No, it sounds kind of familiar.
Well, how about
happened in this local?
Yeah.
Well, how about
exactly? And what they call?
Actually, you know what? The members, even think about this election here.
Right.
Same type of situation in our election, and the members, like the members made a show about how they felt about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They did.
Hey, Will, I'll be back. Trust me, I'll be back.
So, it's kind of like us. We're going to be held accountable for everything we do. Everybody's going to be looking at us, making sure we're on the right path.
Yeah,
it's just how we're going to be right now, And everybody's going to wait for us to, A, keep our promises,
right.
and B, and B, they're going to, make sure that we're doing the job correctly. Now, people are going like, all right, well, now you're in. Are you going to do what you said?
Oh, yeah.
That's the same thing. I mean, people can say what they want to get in office.
Exactly, but what you going to do?
Well,
I'll say
what
this.
you going to do, brother?
Right.
The biggest critic is going to be ourselves.
Yeah.
If y'all see me do something wrong, I want to be called out on it.
Right.
If I see Rich doing something wrong, I'm going to call him out.
Yeah.
The biggest critics is going to be us. Mm-hmm. It's going to be us because we're going to see a lot of stuff other people might not see.
Right.
So we have to be the ones who want to keep ourselves in line because we want to present. We want to present good with everybody.
So, speaking of this whole O'Brien thing, what you think should happen?
What I think should happen is, at the very least, he needs to come down to this hall.
Right.
Tell us. First of all, he has to apologize for the way he treated us as members, because you asked for our vote. But why should we vote for you if you're going to treat us like garbage? You need to give us a plan of action on how you're going to.
Right.
Because my thing is, all I say is Hoffa Jr. So if you ran under Hoffa for so long, you may and the way if you're unapologetic, then you're going to run the local the same way Hoffa did. So what's the difference between you and Hoffa now?
Well,
it's going to be the same thing.
My thing is, so you say he's like a Hoffa Jr., and if he comes down to the hall, remember when Hoffa came to the hall?
Right.
Not 1 cent, not 1 penny, not one.
He was
nickel,
there. He was
nothing.
there too.
I know. I was there. I was there too.
Yeah, O'Brien was there.
I know.
Yeah.
So you're telling me he comes down to the hall?
They kept their health care.
Well, we didn't.
Right.
So that's the whole thing. Maybe he was talking for himself.
Well, you know what?
But
He does.
Yeah.
So now you want somebody to come down to the hall and influence our members to vote for them. That was a part of that. That basically they're going to remember. They're going to remember.
Yeah,
I want them to come.
Right.
But the whole thing is, people got to remember.
Yeah, I just wish this is just me. I don't know everything, and I could be wrong. But if he wanted to show
got that on tape.
his true self, and I'm not saying he doesn't mean well. He's not really trying to do it. But to me,
absolutely,
I would have said, listen, okay, Sean, you want to hook up with us? We're gonna keep you at Eastern Regional Vice President.
He wants to come back.
Show us what you do. Show us what you're gonna do, and then we'll see about moving you up. We'll see. But I don't know, man. It's crazy. We will see.
You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. My main focus right now.
Oh yeah.
Is not the international IBT.
Yeah.
You let them figure out what they got to figure out. Our focus is us. There's always gonna be the members. The members have to come first.
Exactly. So that's what we're saying. Whatever you guys want, especially according to this IBT situation, that's what we're gonna do.
Did you see the post I made on our Facebook page? Like, now that we're in office,
I didn't get a chance.
Did you read some of them?
No, I read a lot of.
Some of them were really good, and the people were really vocal on it too.
Good.
You know what? A lot of stuff that people are asking for should have been done.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of that stuff y'all ask for, that stuff can actually be done immediately. It should have been done.
The easiest thing that somebody wants done.
Seniority
list. Are you kidding me? Like, the seniority list is probably the easiest thing. We probably could walk you right in the office, Trish, give me a seniority list. You know what I mean? That's probably the easiest thing that we're going to be able to do. But guess what? I mean, that's going to be make a lot of members happy. Because it's going to see where they're at finally.
And another
Romeo, I can tell you from experience that UPS, for one reason or another, doesn't want to just go print out the list sometimes, which takes 5 minutes.
But here's the thing.
That's what I've heard. Now,
they don't
mind
have
you,
that, but not to.
Merritt had to go down to panel just to go get them to do a seniority list one time, for whatever the reason may be. Obviously, UPS is mad at him. Sometimes UPS is fickle, right? For whatever reason, but this is like blatant fickleness that, that's trying to dominate over you. I'm not going to give you a seniority list. I'm not going to give you the names and addresses. I'm not going to give you the information you're due and entitled to, right? Mm-hmm. That's just trying to dominate over you.
Well, we're going to make sure they're held accountable for that stuff. We're going to make sure that we get what we need to provide to the members. And this is just, minor things that could be done right away that should have been done in years past. And people have been waiting for a seniority list. I mean, they had deceased members on seniority lists that have been passed on for at least 5-10 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Another thing.
They got people as part-time. They've been full-time for about 15 years.
Well, listen, when they went up and posted the election notices all throughout the buildings, don't you think that the business agents should have took, notes on that and then passed that along to the stewards? Say, go get that, try to get that updated. You know what I mean? Another
thing that they was asking for that should have been done, when a person takes a bid, that person who got the bid will be posted. Mm-hmm. So this way you can look up there, okay, I see the seniority date. So you don't feel seated. You don't feel short.
Right.
Yeah, and what's happening to the other bid? Because, like, for example, with full-timers, we bid on the vacancies. So if I take a new bid, what happens to my bid? When did I take that bid? Did I get overlooked, or did Clarence get overlooked? A lot of people don't know what's going on, and it's really crazy in there because it's something simplistic of seniority. Yeah. There's people waiting 15, 18, 19 years for a full-time job that's probably been skipped over 3 or 4 times.
And the thing is, they don't know.
And they don't know. And the problem is, they don't know. If they knew, they would be able to come to the union or go to their BA and be like, listen, I'm filing a grievance on seniority because they got skipped over. Right. And they can't do that if they don't know. And a lot of people are very hush-hush because they know. Because I know a few people that got the thing, and I'm like, dude, you can't do that. Oh, well, I'm not saying nothing. I'm like, it was a long time ago when I was part-time. I was like, I don't have enough time. I don't know nothing, and plus I didn't know anything when you're.
Another thing is, like, you signed a bid, and then you wait a month and you don't hear nothing. Like, you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
At least tell me when the bid is filled, so anyway I'm not waiting for a phone call.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Right. And that's the whole thing. It's like just introducing yourself and people seeing you. That right there is going to be huge because that was the first thing somebody came to me. So when you coming down? So January. They're like, what are you going to be doing? I said, right now, I'm a trustee. I said, but all the guys, we're going to be having a meeting and figure out what we're doing.
Right.
And that's going to be the main
What's
thing.
Up, Rob?
And the thing is, it will be updated on, like I said earlier, stewards and BAs will be updated on the website. So you'll always be able to go online, figure out who your steward is.
And your BA.
Right. And your BA. Be able to contact them. Right. So this, like, we want to be accessible. You have to be accessible to the membership.
With our picture vertical. And we will have every member on our website. Not just picking out who we like and don't like, and like we don't like him. We're not going to.
But here's the thing. Yeah. You know what? We actually ran our 623 Lives webpage like that. Yeah. We've always said the only requirement is to be a 623 member. You can hate our guts, but if you're a 623 member, you're allowed on the site.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, there are some other sites who kick you off if you say something they don't like. We're not going to do that.
I mean, we had to do that in the past only because people
were saying
belligerent
stuff.
Yeah, belligerent and stuff like that. We want to keep it PG.
Yeah, you got to keep it PG
as much as possible.
Keep it.
But there have been people on the site who we know don't support us, and as long as you're a member, you're welcome.
Yeah, because this is an inclusive, not exclusive.
Right.
We got to keep everybody involved because, like you said, you're a 623 member.
Yeah.
And so we got to make sure we move forward, and then. Like I said earlier, man.
Trust in the process.
Yeah, yeah. So everybody got to get together, man. And
it was a long road for all of us in here. I mean, some longer than others, but we came together as a slate, as a group of individuals that wanted change, and guess what? We got it, and the members spoke. And like I said, we ran on. You want better, vote better, and to me, they did. We just have to.
And we increased, I don't know if y'all saw, we increased the voting output by almost 300 people.
Yep.
So that was good.
I was actually watching that.
That was good. That was really good.
300 votes, more votes. See, that right there was a win. Because everybody was a little, a little bit down in the beginning when they announced 11:51.
Yeah, because 3,000 people, man, and all that stuff, man, out there, man.
4,289.
You
Yeah.
have to remember,
Woo.
a lot of guys only have like 2 years or less.
How about this?
It's a lot.
You missed that when I was coming when you came in. A member came to me last night. I'm still waiting for my ballot. I was like, it's over now. I was like, I won. He's like, oh man, good.
Yeah.
He's like, I was going to vote for you anyway. I was like, he said, but the person called the 22nd because he didn't get the ballot. Waited, called the following week, didn't get the ballot. Oh, I remember you. I'll make sure I send it out. Still, a week later, didn't get the ballot. So he might get the ballot like next election.
No, another thing, it was 11:51, but we didn't count the 31.
Yeah, I broke it down. There was like 17 voided. Or
No, it was 31 still at the post office. And
hold on, 31?
yeah, and the thing is,
I didn't even know that one.
that 31 didn't have it because we won by such a large margin. That
so it
31
came later?
couldn't, yeah, it couldn't affect the outcome.
Okay.
So because it didn't affect the outcome,
I
it
didn't
was
know
on-
that.
yeah.
When did you find that out?
Well, it was put in the app. So
Oh,
we heard him saying it
okay.
over at the table.
Oh, okay.
So like I said, if the election was closer, they would have had to use the challenge ballot.
So much going
and they would
on.
have had to try to use those 31.
Yeah, they did.
But
Okay.
by us winning by so much.
But there's nice to know that was an option. So that's
Yeah.
nice to know.
Like some of that stuff came. I guess it came later that day.
Right.
I guess.
All right, y'all. So what y'all got? We're going to get ready to close it up, man.
Well, I want to say thank you to every single person that voted for us, every single person that voted in general, our local, my Slate members, Richard Hooker for giving me the opportunity to be a part of history. Like I said, I believe in signs, and I told this story before. I'll say it real quick. I was at a beverage place getting beverages for a party for my son's graduation when Richard Hooker called me. And he was like, hey, man, you got some free time? I'm like, yeah, what's going on? I'm just, at the store real quick. And he was like, we want you to run with us. You're on speakerphone with everybody. And I was like, wow. He's like, we're out to eat. He was like, where you at? And he was like, I'm at this place, which was directly across the street from where I was at the moment. And I was like, man, if this ain't a sign that it was meant to be, because what are the odds of us being like right next to each other with like feet? It was like literally he was across the street from where I was at that particular time and day when we didn't have work, we didn't have nothing, we were just. And to me, that was like a huge sign and one of the biggest reasons I accepted to run. And I knew the responsibilities to, that I was going to entail taking care of the members, helping the members. And I bettered myself during the journey and helped everybody out and did what I could to help us win. And I'm just glad and I'm very humbled. Thank you, guys. I appreciate everything. So.
I just want to thank everybody for voting. Like I said, it's not really going to sit in until we actually start to make the transition.
Yeah.
But once it's said and done, we are going to work as hard as we said we're going to work. Because the members are our first priority. So I just want to thank everybody for the voting, thank everybody for participating, and we're not going to let y'all down.
That's bro.
I'm glad that everybody voted. They voted for us. Thank you for everybody who voted for me. And I hope that we can all get it done together in the future. Because it's about working together to protect what we got.
There was so many people.
Right? Not to let things go backwards, but for things to go forwards. Right? As UPS has success, so should we have success.
Exactly.
Right?
I agree with that. Well, I just want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. This was a long journey, and I'm glad you guys helped us along that journey. The members, you guys.
That's awesome.
You guys came through.
First time in a long time, he says he's been proud of our union.
Oh, that's good. And I'm just glad that you guys voted. We just gotta keep moving. And to all the guys that that voted, and we gotta increase that number. To all the people that may be uneasy about this transition, all I want you guys to do is use that feeling that you have, and participate with us. Participate. Come out to the hall. Come talk to us. Call us. Email us. Join the site. Look on the webpage. See us in the hub, in the building. Just talk. Let's just have a conversation. Let's get on the same page so we can start winning against this company. And that's the ultimate reality. I mean, I don't care about politics, the whole IBT thing. It's going to take care of itself. But we have you guys back in that, whatever you guys decide. But the first thing we got to do is we got to fix this local. We got to fix it. And we don't have a lot of time to do it because UPS is not, they're not going to do us no favors. And we're not going to do them any either. So you got to make sure you guys get on board. Let's do this together. Let's get that power back. And let's just keep pushing. We're going to keep pushing. We can still be at the gates. We're not going to stop. Some people called with some ideas. I reached out to a lot of older members. Going to be sitting down with them, talking to them, picking their brain to find out what they would like to see moving forward in their centers, in their areas where they work, because we're going to change this local, but it's going to take everybody to do it. All right? We love you guys. Thank you so much again. We appreciate you guys. We love you. 623 Lives Matter. All right?
All right, everybody.